friends. Very good afternoon to all. I am Dr. Tariq, Assistant Professor of Botany, Islamia College, Manembadi, Tamil Nadu. We discuss about CSIR NET set coaching life science subject, the unit 6 system physiology in plant aspect. The important topics and also marking weightages we will discuss here. Now, the life science subject, around 13 units are there. Number 1 is biochemistry, another second one is cellular organelles, cell biology, molecular biology, cell signaling, developmental biology, system physiology in plants, we will discuss later, system animal physiology, inheritance biology and genetics, animal classification, ecology, evolution biology, applied biology, and also methods in biology. So around 13 units are present in life science subject. So we will discuss elaborately plant system physiology in unit number 6. So these are all system physiology in plant aspect. The photosynthesis is one of the major role in this topic. So and another second division is respiration and photorespiration, and nitrogen metabolism, plant hormones. The fourth topic is very important in our subject, sensory physiology and photobiology, and also solute transport and photoassimilate translocation, secondary metabolites, and finally stress physiology. So these are almost 6, 7, 8 criteria in the system physiology in plant aspect. So we will important topic as well as how to its distribute in the mark in the every examination. So these are the methods. So 13 questions compulsorily in present in the plant system physiology point of view. So unit number 6 is system physiology in plant. So first of all, the distribution of mark weightage in the question, water potential aspect of questions, definitely it will come. It may June questions or December questions. So definitely it will come both June and as well as December question. Ascent of sap, it is a question may or may not come one question. Suppose June examination asking the ascent of sap question, it's not come definitely in December aspect examination. So third one is flowing, loading and unloading question. It also the same condition, it may come or not, and definitely one time present. The fourth one is photosynthesis. It's surely come 2 questions every type of examination. For example, June as well as December. Definitely photosynthesis question present in the both time. So fifth question is Calvin cycle, photorespiration. It will be also the same. Definitely both the examination will be present. Sixth question, C3 and versus C4 and the CAM pathways of plants as well. One question or sometimes two questions present. Seventh one is plant hormones basics. It's also compulsory. It's one question is present in the every time. Action, transport and signaling and function. One question sometimes or two questions will definitely will come. Action is one of the hormone, plant hormone question. So most of the time plant hormone you basically find clearly you thorough, definitely it will 4-5 questions are you should clearly answer. We will discuss it in future. Gibberellin, it is one of the plant hormones. It's compulsorily one question will be present. ABA, that means abscisic acid. It's June questions or may not be December question. Ethylene, it's also the hormone. Cytokinin, it's a hormone. Photosecondary metabolites. Definitely the secondary metabolites questions are both the December as well as June question compulsory present. Two questions. We will shortly easily identify some methods are there. So comparison of C3, C4 and CAM plants. The C3 plants are most plants are present in the C3 cycle. Most of the plants. C4 cycle is totally different. Tropical grass like corn, sugarcane like that. CAM plants like succulent plants, pineapple, agave, etc. So another one is C3 plants fix the carbon, Kelvin cycle, attach the carbon dioxide or UBP. So C4 plants is totally entirely different. Fix the carbon in cytoplasm, attach the carbon dioxide to PEP. CAM plants like fix the carbon at night only, fix it organic molecules. And C3 plants, enzyme, all the plants definitely become enzymes. So except C3 plants, Rubisco enzyme secretion. So then to another two pathways. Most energy efficient methods is present in C3 plants, and half between the two best water conservation is CAM plants. Losses of water through the photorespiration in C3 plants, but in C4 plants is losses of less water compared to losses of least water in CAM plants. Okay, next one is CAM photosynthesis means crassulacean acid metabolism. Crassulacean acid metabolism. So these are the plant botany students definitely well known in the cycle, CAM cycle photosynthesis, but other biotechnology student, microbiology student, biochemistry as well as zoology student, all are under comes to life science graduates. So they don't know in the CAM photosynthesis. That means crassulacean acid metabolism, CAM pathway, photosynthesis. The night time present, that means photosynthesis commonly basic in the leaf surface of the stomata. It's one of the opening pore. So night time is open the stomata, and daytime is closed the stomata in the surface of the leaf. So these are the basic and easily understandable the cycle is present here. Okay. So you can clearly you watch it the night time stomata opening time. Starch will produce triose phosphate and phosphoenol pyruvate. It's going to HCO3, so atom CO2, it comes under the oxalosilate and it's malic dehydrogenase, the malate will forming, then finally the malic acid, though it is under the vacuoles, the low pH, as well as then day night time the stomata is closed. So these are the entirely totally some difference. As a reverse cycle, you see the malic acid and the malate, then you do pyruvate, then finally the starch. So reversely present in the cycle. So these are the C3 and C4 reaction are temporarily separated. So this is the basic method. Okay. So another one is the plant physiology is basically we will explain it. Okay. And another one is most important question asked in the every time in both June aspect of the question and as well as December. Okay. So December also the present in here. Plant growth hormones and their function. So easily we tips and tricks will be given to you. For example, easily understandable in the non-botany students, like plant hormones there. So abscisic acid, the alphabetically I put it in the slide. First of all, see the plant hormones, abscisic acid. Abscisic acid, it's maintain the seed dormancy and winter dormancy close the stomata time. So ABA means abscisic acid. Some questions are asking the typical activities of the growth hormones. So ABA, what is the mean? It is a dormancy of the seed. Okay, and axin, maximum life science student know the well known the axins. It's one of the plant growth hormones, promote the stem elongation as well as advantageous root initiation and fruit growth, inhibit the axillary bud, outgrowth the leaf abscission. So axin is to promote the stem elongation. So next, brasinosteroids. It is one of the growth hormones. They promote the stem. So stem, same axin, and also brasinosteroids, stem elongates. They promote the stem. Then pollen tube elongation. It is formation of the fruit. So promote the vascular tissue differentiation. And another one is cytokines. Inhibit the leaf subsistence. That means promote the cell division. So cell division is more number of cell division present in the leaf cells. So axillary bud outgrowth after the affect the root growth. So root as well as a leaf cell division promote it in the cytokinin plant growth hormones. It stimulate the cytokinin leaf cell development, axillary bud growth as well as root growth. So root formation is more important. The cytokinin is best one plant hormones is suitable for that one. Okay, அடுத்தது ethylene. It's promote the fruit ripening and also leaf abscission. That means inhibit the stem elongation and gravitropism. Ethylene is a fruit ripening compound. That is the most important one. You understand the fruit ripening. The fruit formation is more important for the all kinds of trees and fruit plants. So finally the gibberellins. It is one of the plant growth hormones that promote the gibberellin is seed germination. So each and every seed should contain the gibberellin growth hormones. You put the gibberellins, it automatically germinate the easily growth the seed germination. Stem growth is easily developed and the fruit development, break the winter dormancy, mobilize the nutrient and reserve the grass seed. Okay, these are the plant hormones, easily understandable tips and as well as tricks. How can you identify? I can remembrance this one alphabetically ABA. That means first of all abscisic acid, axins and steroids, steroids and cytokinins, ethylene, gibberellins, gibberellic acid. Okay, so these are the plant growth hormones and their function. And another one is secondary metabolism. It comes definitely two questions are present in this unit, plant secondary metabolites. So lot of the secondary metabolites compounds are there, in particularly in plants: terpenes, terpenoids, phenolic compounds, and nitrogen containing the compounds, and finally the sulfate and containing the compounds. The terpenes, it's a monoterpenes. So these are the varieties of clearly we will marking the each and every types of terpenes are there. So its example also the present. So question will discuss polyterpenes. What is the example of it's a Kutta Parcha. It is one of the plant model. So phenolic compounds also same kinds, aromatic compounds. So aromatic plant hormones are secondary metabolic compounds. These are the lignin, flavonoids, isoflavonoids, tannins, tannic acid will become. So these are the secondary metabolic compounds in the plants aspect. So nitrogen, the alkaloids. So how can you identify the alkaloids present in the generally? The leaf is oily condition. That means oil phase. We saw the one phase, the oil phase is so same aspect. One of the plants. So lot of the plants are there. So plant leaf is oil like shining the plants. Sunlight is reach the leaf, it's automatically glows. That means glowing, very shining the leaf. The leaf contain the more number of alkaloids. So examples are there. So you will clearly I will mention the content notes. And finally the sulfate containing the compounds. So glutathione, glucose isolation, isolate, phytoalexins, thionins, defensins, alanine. So these are the plant secondary metabolic compounds. So now we will discuss question. So we will simply discuss about question. First of all, first question: the practice of growing plants in nutrient enriched water without soils called. That means the questions are last December 2019. These questions are asking the life science CSIR net exam. So first question is the practice of growing plants in nutrient enriched water without soils called the answer is hydroponics. So soil form is, you know, the hydro means water, so only water present it will be growing. What is the uses of hydroponics? So the explanation I will explain to you. The hydroponics is a type of horticulture, particularly in horticulture. Horticulture means it is a ornamental plants and growing the cutting and hybrid the plant. So these are the horticulture method. So gardening like that. So hydroponics is a type of horticulture and subject the hydroculture, which is a method of growing plants without soil, that is called hydroponics. By using mineral nutrients, solutions are include the water solvent. So these are the question will answer is hydroponics. So another second question is good plant sources of choline are a cereal grain. So plant sources is very important. The good sources is called a cereal grains. Yeast also the good source. Mushroom is a good source, protein rich. Green leaves also the good rich sources, but cereal grains are more important other than the cereal grains. Okay, so I will explain to you. Choline is a essential nutrient needed for brain function, fat metabolism, and the health of cell membranes, health of the cell membranes. Humans make small amounts of choline in their liver, but it's not enough to meet need, and most choline comes from the diet. Foods contain choline in a number of different forms, which include the free choline, lecithin, sphingomyelin, glycerophotocholine, and finally the photocholine. So these are all the choline compound is rich in the grains, cereal grains. That means pulses like leguminous plants. Okay, so these are the explanation to you. And another one is the discussion will continue. The third question. Which type of chlorophyll is found in yellow-green algae? The yellow-green algae, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, D also is there, E is present. So finally the yellow-green algae definitely in chlorophyll E. For example, the all type of chlorophyll types, definitely you will have one question comes in every time. So chlorophyll A found in all photosynthetic organisms except photosynthetic bacteria. So bacteria absent in chlorophyll E. So another one is chlorophyll B. It's found in all type of higher plants in green algae. And another one is chlorophyll C. It's found in brown algae. And chlorophyll D is a red algae. So easily you can manage and correlate the every chlorophyll in compared to another. Red means chlorophyll D. So easily you can understand the question. So finally the chlorophyll E is present in yellow-green algae. So yellow-green algae is definitely in chlorophyll E. Okay. So another one is the final question. It's also the December 2009 question. A set of that contain the chlorophyll used to absorb light and use it for biochemical reaction is the thylakoid space. This is the answer. That means I explained to you, a thylakoid is a sheet-like membrane bound structure that is the site of light-dependent photosynthesis reaction chloroplast and cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. It is the site that contain the chlorophyll used to absorb light and use it for biochemical reaction. It is thylakoid space. Okay, so these are the basic questions, important questions we will discuss in the time. So another one is most important one. So unit 1 is we will first slide will ask, I asked to you by 13 modules, 13 units present in the life science. So first one is biochemistry aspect, and the second one is a cell membrane. So cell membrane unit, definitely second unit comes under the 6th question asking to you. So every time, so cell membrane structure and function, 2 questions are comes in your question. Okay. So another one is membrane transport is one of the questions. So organelles, cell organelles, one time June will ask, or December definitely it will come. So vehicle trickling and protein translation, location organelles, chromatin structure regulations. So unit 3 RDNA technology. So DNA replication enzymes, definitely it will come 2 questions or sometimes 1 questions it will come. So DNA replication, prokaryotic modification or DNA, tRNA, prokaryotic questions in transport, protein synthesis, RNA molecules, RNA editing, RNA silencing. It definitely two questions. So unit 3 is most of our 9 or 10 questions will present in the every examination. So unit 4, the cell signaling pathways definitely will come, may or may not host pathogen interaction. General questions are present, and so 8 questions in unit 4, and 5th unit is overview of the developmental and fertilization and cleavage. So these are all the plant animal physiology, system physiology questions. So I will distribute the every mark. So very clearly I observed a lot of question will analysis. So finally I put the method of the question, which question most compulsorily come. So these are the distribution of the every unit. So on the sixth one will clearly discussed system physiology in plant. So next one is unit 7, 7th unit. It has also the 4-5 questions are present, compulsorily it will come, and the 8th unit is format the bacterial genetic transposable elements, DNA mutation, genetics point of view. So every question will maximum it 9 or 10 questions compulsorily come in the examination. So ninth unit animal physiology. So it will come 4-5 questions are present in every time. So 10th unit is ecosystem, ecological aspect, population ecology, GIS, geographical information system definitely will come to the questions. So red data, diversity aspect, the question will be compulsorily it will come. So the 10th unit is compulsorily 10 questions or at least 8 questions will come. Okay, so 11th unit, origin of life, evolutions. So these are the distribution of the question. 12 questions, almost 10 to 12 questions will come. So 12th unit is transgenic plants, animals. So these are the gene therapy, plant breeding, plant tissue culture. Definitely one questions are come. Plant tissue culture, PTC. The PTC variety of questions are there. Basically I will told you some tips given to you. Plant tissue culture, callus, almost all the botany student will know, but some of the student plant biotechnology students also understand the question. Some zoology student, biochemistry student, and microbiology student don't know this kind of topic. So easy question in the plant biotechnology, callus culture and the haploid culture. So these are the comes under this kind of questions. Okay, finally the 13th unit, PCR techniques, DNA sequencing, 2D gel electrophoresis, molecular marker, NMR spectroscopy. These are the another one. So latest advanced technology, instrumentation based in the questions. These are the final one is. So thank